Hello, it's Tom, the editor of Popcorn Muncher, and welcome once again to our YouTube channel. And this week I'm going to talk about The Director and the Jedi, which is the new documentary about the making of Star Wars The Last Jedi, and particularly the journey of director Rian Johnson as he made the project. I went to a special screening of it yesterday evening. Yeah, that's right, they do screenings of DVD extras now, because this is going to be on the Blu-ray release of Star Wars The Last Jedi, which is available in the UK on Monday the 9th of April. But is the documentary worth seeing?
Action!
I just have one goal, which is to make the most powerful Star Wars movie I possibly can.
Once we decided that we were making Star Wars movies, he was one of the people that I was immediately interested in.
The whole documentary is a lovely depiction of the blood, sweat, and indeed fanboy tears that went into making The Last Jedi, focusing, as the title suggests, on Rian Johnson as he puts together one of the most ambitious films ever made, and certainly the most complex and elaborate film that he, the director of Looper and Brick, had made up until that point in his career. The whole thing is at its best when it focuses on the relationship between Johnson and his actors. Most crucial to the narrative is, of course, the well-publicised rift between Johnson and Luke Skywalker himself, Mark Hamill, over the director's ideas for the future of Luke Skywalker. Hamill, though, is every inch the good soldier in this story, and he describes himself as someone who's not in control of the character, but is in fact renting him out from other people. And that's quite refreshing, given how certain corners of the fandom seized upon Hamill's words in order to rubbish the film. Despite any misgivings he might have had, Hamill is clearly having a ball on the set of this film, whether he's being dangled from a harness at the side of a makeshift cliff face, or just having a quiet conversation with Johnson in which he became one of the first people to hear the title of the movie, The Last Jedi. The other key relationship is between Johnson and the late Carrie Fisher. She arrives halfway through the documentary like a whirlwind and wastes no time in calling Johnson a particularly vulgar name before discussing the really solid working relationship they had with each other. Their collaboration is really touching, and there's genuine emotion in Johnson's voice as he discusses the way his movie ended up working as an unexpected send-off for Fisher. Away from the actors, though, the documentary shows the sheer scale of what Johnson and the team at Lucasfilm were attempting to achieve throughout the project. Plenty of time is spent on the production team's commitment to practical effects over CGI, including the strange sea cow creature that Luke milks in the movie, which was actually an animatronic almost the size of the room it was kept. There's also plenty of time spent with a bizarre alien testicle-like costume into which Warwick Davis squeezed himself on a cold evening on location in Croatia. There's a palpable joy to every phase of the project, however difficult it may have been at the time. Everyone on the set was brought to tears by the opportunity to see Frank Oz return as Yoda, and Johnson in the documentary has a great time recounting the campaign of Russian Twitter accounts who begged him to keep General Hux alive, for some unaccountable reason. That joy comes through very clearly in The Last Jedi itself, whatever the most hardcore of fans may have had to say about it. Hopefully those fans will take this opportunity to reassess the movie now that it's out on DVD, away from the hype and the nonsense that comes with a big cinema release. As the director and the Jedi clearly shows, Rian Johnson is not some sort of Star Wars noob seeking to tear down every vestige of the franchise everyone loves, but actually a lifelong devotee of the galaxy far, far away, relishing the opportunity to play with the droids and lightsabers that fill the Star Wars toy box. Anyway, J.J. Abrams is back in the chair for Episode 9, so it will probably be retrospectively revealed that Rey is the daughter of Supreme Leader Snoke and that Warwick Davis testicle Cyclops thing. I wonder whether the fans will be happy then, or will they in fact be begging to have Rian Johnson back? But let me know what you guys think of The Last Jedi, and if you've seen it, the director and the Jedi as well. Are you in the camp that appreciates The Last Jedi as a new entry, a different entry in the franchise? Or are you of the view that Johnson should be tossed into the Sarlacc pit along with every copy of his movie? Let me know in the comments section, and be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribing to the channel itself. And also make sure you head over to thepopcornmunch.com for all of the film reviews, news, lists you could possibly want, as well as following us on social media. I'll put all of that info down in the description, along with a chat with Rian Johnson that I had recently for Flickering Myth that I would urge you all to read, because I think he was a very entertaining interview. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching this video, and be sure to come back next week.